The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
This is Patty Hunter. Today we're downtown Fort Wayne in Scos area. Where we are?
We are on Columbia Street between Clay and Lafayette by the Three Rivers Apartments.
And this is Jerrod Tobias.
Hello. Hello.
And my co-host over here is Terry Doran. So we are here to film this magnificent painting, this mural that he's put on the wall. His wife Kara is over there. Maybe she can come in for a sec. Come here, girl.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing. So you guys are
Jerrod
a team,
Tobias.
We are a team. We've been painting this together.
I know you're
Just
a
the
team
two
on
of
the
us.
river trip.
We are a team in life.
And the two of you did this incredible.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
I was wondering, what made you want to paint this magnificent whatever?
Well, I had an idea of a large abstract piece, and I felt that it could make a great impact if we did something really large. So I proposed it to the city and the Parks Department and Community Development, and it kind of went from there, and we worked on it for 3 years before we finally began painting.
So when did you start this beautiful art?
We started painting on July 11th,
July.
and we hope to be finished by the middle of September.
Wow, I thought you were going to be finished next week.
No, not next week.
I was wrong. Not quite.
Slowly but surely.
So you have abstract designs here.
I do.
Do you have a reason for them?
I have a lot of reasons for them. I began incorporating these patterns and geometric forms into my work a few years ago, and it was with animals or people.
Animals and people, huh?
And then I kind of wanted to see what kind of designs I could do just with the abstract color to create a piece that was more open to interpretation, where I'm not forcing a narrative on someone or necessarily telling one story, but giving people an opportunity to experience it
It's beautiful.
on their own and give it their own meaning, and to use a full palette of bright colors to speak about the beauty of diversity.
And to liven up this beautiful area here.
Absolutely. It was a pretty gross old wall.
You know, during the February and January, it'd be kind of bleak, but this is...
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see it in a wintry landscape. And they're also going to light the piece. There's going to be lighting installed on this overhang, so in the evening it'll be lit by LED lights, which will be kind of nice. I've never experienced that with any of my other work.
So, what kind of paint?
It's top shelf acrylic exterior latex paint. It's for a marine environment.
So,
High quality.
So it won't rust or chip?
No, it should last, I hope, like 30 years. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, that's cool.
I hope so.
Hope it lasts forever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
It's got a good chance. It's north facing, so it doesn't get beaten by sun and weather as much. So I hope it holds up. We've got about 70 gallons of paint on this wall already, so it's got a pretty heavy latex shell at this point.
So what's your role?
What's your
You're
role?
a team.
I helped with the brass rail mural so that if he needed me to help with this one, I could. And it turns out he needed my help, so I'm here. just supporting what he wants to do and
So could
helping.
you do some painting as well? I mean, he created it, but he do some,
Right. So yeah, he'll do the general outlines in chalk, and then I'll come back and I'll come through and paint the shapes. And sometimes he'll tell me what color, sometimes he won't. Sometimes I get to pick, which is fun. So yeah, I have some artistic freedom in the design.
As you can see, this part over here to our left, Bob's just going to turn around. It's half finished.
I just use like railroad chalk to draw out my forms, and then we kind of look at them and decide what colors would work best here. And we're getting to the point now where we're layering colors on top of other color layers, so we're trying to play on contrast value scales and also on chromatic scales, where we're taking advantage of complementary colors to make things really bounce off of one another and give a sense of depth and form as we develop layers. We're also decreasing the scale of forms in order to push perspective and space.
Like a 3D?
Essentially, it's the illusion of space and form, abstracted in color. That's really it. It's a fairly basic method, just on a really grand scale and bright palette.
Now you mentioned the brass riddle. That's another beautiful creation by Jerrod, and that one is sort of different. I mean, you said you want people to interpret this. The brass riddle is very strong Native American. How did that come?
Well, it kind of started with the Dakota Access Pipeline standoff. And I wanted to show some sort of solidarity and some sort of reverence for Native American culture and for natural resources, for that matter. And it also was just a very striking image that I could kind of play on the folklore, and it just felt right at the time. And they went for the idea as well. It wasn't even the original idea for that piece. We had a really kind of carnivalesque bizarro theme of creatures that we were originally going to do, and that kind of got nixed along the way, and we came up with this idea sort of last minute, and everybody seemed to be on board, and it went more hand in hand with representing females, Native Americans, animals, nature, everything in a holistic view, to be mindful of how we're treating one another and our earth and everything. I try not to be too overt with pushing a political agenda, while at the same time I feel that there are social issues that desperately need to be addressed. So I'm towing this line is, how do I represent something that is mindful of everyone, yet how also am I taking advantage of the opportunity to share a message of something that is of deep concern to me? And it's the same thing with this. The bright colors and the rainbows everywhere is an obvious link to some of the challenges that we're facing with gay LGBT rights, racism, discrimination. It's an abstraction of my feelings about how we're all connected by color and light and time and space and energy, and that we are all one being that is in a constant state of flux, and no one element is greater than the other, and without the whole, there is no one. It's such a simple, elementary concept that seems to be lost on factions of our society. And I don't know how else to take my time in the world seriously if I am not doing something, because I will not stand for the kind of racism and bigotry and hatred that I'm seeing in the news and from our own leaders, for that matter. We can't even look to our own leaders anymore for moral guidance. And what are we supposed to do in this world, in this day and age, if we have no example of how we're supposed to be in this world as human beings? Who is it up to? Like, where do we draw the line as a people any longer?
Well, this speaks to something you said in your interview in the Fort Wayne Reader about you want art as social change, not just art to be beautiful. I mean, that's great. Art to be beautiful.
It's beyond beauty.
But it's beyond the beauty. It speaks to all these things you just mentioned, and that it's a powerful message for change.
I don't know
think
how
that's
louder
what
I
you're
could say
trying
it.
to
You
do
know, I don't
is
know how
right.
louder I can be about it.
How long have you been feeling this?
I feel like my whole life, you know, I grew up in this community, which is generally a traditional, right-leaning, religious community. And I came up, Kara and I both grew up in the church. We are familiar with the symbolism and the mythology. And I'm also familiar with the problems that have been caused by certain worldviews. And I am determined to challenge the hate and the bigotry and the simple-minded perception that are causing these problems. I think people need to wake up to the fact that we are all here in the present together, and we have the opportunity to define our experience as human beings. And I will not allow anyone to define my human experience with hatred.
Where were you born?
Oh,
Here?
Kara and I both grew up out in Hoagland.
Oakland.
Yeah, we're country kids.
I like it.
Where's your studio now?
Where's your studio?
Our
our
studio
house.
is at our home. It's in
I
our
mean,
garage.
It's in the country.
Yeah, it's out in the country. Yeah.
So you're still-
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes I just need to get out there under the stars and settle things up, you know.
Yeah. City does get a little bit.
It can
crowded.
weigh on you
Yeah,
sometimes.
it does. It does. This is so beautiful.
I don't know.
We are so glad that we met up with you and that you allowed
Yeah,
us.
I appreciate what you're doing, both of you guys. It's beyond, you know, just interviewing people. I know the work that you guys do is right in line with the work that Kara and I are doing, and that we are just trying to be the change we want to see, and to show people that peace and love is the way to live with one another, and that there's no room for hatred in our lives.
True.
And this
That's
2
true.
years ago, I created this program called River Drums. And
Yeah.
River Drums.
2 years
yes.
ago, I said this very thing, that the whole point of River Drums is that we are all one.
Yeah.
We are all connected, and until we see ourselves that way, instead of all these labels and all these different ways that we look down on each other, this is the way to hope, and that's what you're doing, Jerrod.
I'm trying my best. Kara is too, you know, like, you feel hopeless sometimes when you read the headlines and you wonder, what can I do? And I still ask myself that. So this is one thing that we can do.
But it's also showing to people that one person can make a fantastic contribution, a difference.
Yeah.
And we should point out, you don't have to be a talented artist like Jerrod to make a difference. Just coming by and appreciating this and interpreting it the way that you said at the beginning of the interview is making a change. Looking at things differently.
Yes.
Looking at some of the same things in a new way. Looking at some things in an old way, but seeing it in a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
I think that's what art does. That's certainly what you do.
We don't have to, like, our perception can grow. We don't have to hold on to archaic worldviews. You know, it's okay to move forward.
Definitely. For sure. Anything? How long do you work every day on this? Like all day long?
We
every
work,
day,
yeah, we
5
pretty much
days?
work on it all day, every day. We started off working 7 days a week, and we've been making really good progress. So we take Saturday and Sunday off now, but we're out here every day together. The kids go to school, we come here, and then when they come home, we come home.
This is another thing. What a great thing to do as
Yeah, it
a
is.
couple.
Couple, yeah.
It's nice.
Friends, couple.
It's a rare opportunity. You know, I know.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the
We
opportunity.
spend a lot of time together.
We do.
You are blessed with such talent
Thank you.
and caring heart.
Thank you.
And such beauty.
Thanks.
Well, how old were you when you first started to paint?
Oh, probably 3.
3? He's right. Okay, doing what? Same thing? Or
Everything.
everything?
I've always loved art. Always wanted to be better at it. Still do.
Does your art evolve with you as a person,
Absolutely.
would you say?
As you mature,
It is a direct reflection of that.
and Kara, how long have you been painting?
Well,
Before you met him, or
no, the brass rail.
brass?
Really? That was your beginning?
That was
Well-
beautiful.
I can do art. I have other hobbies.
out by the Firefly on North Anthony,
Oh,
and at Whitney Young Early Education Center on East Pontiac Street. And that'll be the site of our next project when we're done here. We're going to go back there and produce another mural with the kids there about pollinators and the importance of pollinators in our ecosystem. Flowers,
Butterflies,
birds, bees.
Oh, wow.
Got
Very
it.
someone who was trying to save it.
Yeah.
Fascinating. They're much better off this year than they were last because of that. There's a lot higher population, I believe.
Yeah. There's some opportunity in education there.
When do you think you'll start that? That's another
Probably
big
October.
project.
October?
Because that has a specific theme.
Yeah,
This
yeah, it's-
abstract is pretty
It's a
much
different
open
approach.
to
Plus, I'm
any-
designing it with the kindergartners.
Children design the
So
imagery.
we use the kids'
Their
drawings
drawings.
in the mural. It's
Wow.
not just about my vision.
We come in.
Perhaps. There's different guidelines there because it's,
Yes, sir. I won't. Okay,
but maybe
Just
outdoors.
background checks.
Yeah, use that.
as long as we don't get
It's gotta follow the rules. Yeah,
As long as we get,
it'll be outdoors, so should be able to get some
sure.
shots of that. It'll
We
be cool.
can do the aftermath.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah. Right.
That's cool.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Well, as an artist, this keeps you fresh. I mean, these three, this one, grass rail, the one you're talking about, they're all different, but all the same in a sense.
Different challenges,
Yeah,
different
different,
opportunities, but I like to try to incorporate something relevant into each
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
You know?
Like a moral in the story.
Essentially, yeah,
Moral
it's,
in the
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
it's like mythology or
Yeah.
fables.
Activism through art.
Wow.
It is art and activism, essentially. That's exactly what it is.
Well, you know,
Anything else you'd like to say? What you said is great.
Maybe
Insightful, thoughtful.
encourage our young audience and older audience. What motivates you and how you keep on going, striving for perfection and all. What can you say to my audience?
There's no perfection.
Seize the day. Seize the day. We make the world. It's up to us.
You can do anything if you try hard enough. I never thought I'd paint this.
Express yourself as long as it's decent.
Right. And be kind.
Yeah.
Be kind.
of one another.
Be kind to each other. The world's full of too much hatred.
Well, listen. Thank you,
Thank you.
Jerrod
Thank you.
Tobias
Appreciate it.
and Jerrod Tobias
Thank you.
and Terry Doran.
Terry, thanks, Terry.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you for coming on
Thanks
to my
for taking
show.
the time.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you for coming on to my show, and I'll see you next week. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Bye-bye.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us all.
Doing great.
So now I use 2-inch.
Is that lime green?
Yeah, it's like a little, yeah, I think it is called
Lime
lime
green.
or color, some sort of a lime color.
You draw all this out on paper and stuff.
Bunch of times.
So, how do you get way up there? Yeah. Oh, never mind, you got that.
Yeah, the lift is handy. It's
That's
our
good.
it's our only employee.
There won't be any designs up there, though. We're going to leave that like it is.
Use
Yep.
it all on the ground level.